in 2014 there was a big poaching crisis around rhinos and elephants specifically, and as a company we want to do something about that. And we created a non-profit, and the reason why we created our own non-profit instead of just giving money away to an existing non-profit is we wanted to know where our money goes. I'm Jan van Rensburg. I work for EPI-USE Global Services, and we look after multinational clients, mostly focusing on HR and payroll projects. 1% of all the revenue that we make within the commercial businesses in the group gets funneled towards ERP, and that's 1% of revenue, not profit, so it's a big number for us. Doing that, we cover all ERP overheads, and we can give external donors the assurance that their money flows through 100% to projects on the ground. ERP stands for Elephants, Rhinos and People. We're working on elephant and rhino conservation through a poverty alleviation strategy because the two are closely linked. We found that local communities living close to the animals are the best protectors that we've got and the first line of defense. So we're working with them and giving them economic alternatives so that they've got a stake in helping to protect these animals. So we've partnered with a community in South Africa called the Barracoolagari community, and they had a piece of land that they got back as part of a land redistribution program in South Africa. They decided to partner with ERP to make this a conservation land. The security budget is a huge part, probably the biggest part of ERP. We've got a fence around the property and we've got rangers working around the clock patrolling the area. And we've created what we call ERP Air Force, which are fixed-wing drones that we manufacture on property that patrols the area. And if there's a problem, it dispatches the rangers to the problem area if it sees a potential intrusion. The honeybee projects are an interesting one. So interesting fact is, there are a few things that elephants are really frightened of or scared of, but honeybees are one of them. And the reason is if the elephant gets stung in their trunk, they can actually get a serious injury or even die from the bee sting. So they're very afraid of bees. Now typically what happens in Africa, there's a lot of elephant-human conflict. People want to do agriculture and they plant crops, and then elephants who are free roaming come through that and destroy the crops, and then the elephants and the humans bump heads. What we do is we create what we call beehive fencing projects, where we put a beehive and in between you've got a wire all around the agricultural land, and when an elephant comes and wants to get to the crops, it triggers the wire and the bees don't like it, so they start to buzz out, and as soon as the elephant hears the bees, they run away because they don't want to get near the bees. So we protect the crops, and not only that, the community can harvest the honey that they get and they can sell it and make money from that. Another project that I can tell you about is Bikes for ERP. We've distributed over 700 bicycles to kids in rural areas so that they can get to school and back easier. Does giving a kid a bike make a difference to their school attendance and their grades? And the answer is a resounding yes.